Hi. Good evening, everyone. So I'm finally coming in with the workout yoga. I'm very excited. Um, it's kind of at a random time. I didn't know when I would actually manage to come on live, so I'm excited to get the chance to do this. Holidays are so freaking crazy, so I promised I'd do this, and so I'm finally here doing it. I'm excited. So real quick, the live yoga today is workout yoga, and so I recommend that you have at least some kind of basis in yoga, or at least some good body awareness so that you know what you can do and what maybe you shouldn't do. I'm not going to go that crazy, but it is going to be a little bit faster paced. Anyways, we can go ahead and get started. If this is the first time joining me, please hit that subscribe button. Or if you've joined a lot of times and haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button. Also would love for you to comment on what you think of this yoga class today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and find my way to my mats and we'll get started. Some workout yoga. So we're still going to start with some breathing like we normally do. But we're going to do it in child's pose. So we can start stretching out the back and maybe some of the thighs, depending on how flexible you are. It's going to sink down. My big toes are together. My knees are wide. I'm sinking down. And I'm just going to do 3 big breaths. Trying to take it low down the spine. Big inhales. Take it into the stomach. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Big, deep inhale all the way down the spine. Exhale, let it go. Next inhale, come up to all fours. We'll just roll through some cat and cows real quick to help warm up the spine a little bit more. Inhaling to drop the stomach and lift the chest and look up. Exhaling to arch the back, pulling the pelvis in, looking back toward the thighs. Inhaling, dropping the stomach and lifting the chest, looking up. Exhale, going the other way. Try to go a little bit faster, breathing as you go. Trying to match the breath and the movement, pushing the earth away when you're in bad cat. And pulling yourself down when you come into cow. Couple more. All right. Go ahead and start to come to a neutral spine. And we're just going to take our right hand out, pinky side down, left leg out and back and up off the ground. Hopefully as I knock things over. You pause here, and then we're going to bring elbow and knee to center. Exhaling as we do, elbow and knee meet in the middle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. We're going to drop this arm down, drop the knee down, move it over to the other side. Left arm out, pinky side down, left leg out and back. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale to extend. One more time. Exhale, bring it to middle. Inhale to extend. Hand down, knee down. Walk the hands out in front. Just drop the chest down briefly. Stretching out that back. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more big inhale. And exhale. Then we're going to roll back into child's pose. Take one more big breath. Exhale, release. Next inhale, become active in the hands. Exhale. Next inhale, you're hinging forward into plank. We'll pause in plank, checking in on the posture. You want your middle fingers pointed to the front of the mat, elbows rotated so that you can bend, keeping the elbows near the rib cage. This is how plank should look. So always check in when we hit plank that this is your plank. All right, go ahead and take your hips up high and back for downward facing dog. Kind of walk the dog a little bit, warming up the hamstrings. Remember to pull your hips up and back, trying to bring the chest towards the knees. It's okay to have a little bend in the knees to protect the hamstrings and the calf muscles, whatever might be tight. Take a few more breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And release it out. Then next inhale, you're going to start to look forward, bend the knees, and then hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, bring it up halfway. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, raise it up, get a big stretch. Bring the palms together down to heart center. Take one big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, the arms come back up. We're going to bend the knees coming in to a chair. We're going to hold this just for a couple breaths. Try to pull the pelvis in a little bit so you're not sticking your booty out too much. Keep breathing. And then we're coming back up, pushing hips forward, lifting the chest, little micro back bend, exhale, forward fold. We'll pause briefly in the forward fold. Make sure your knees are bent to protect the lower back. Getting a more gentle stretch on the legs. And keep breathing. With the next inhale, you're going to come up halfway. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, raise it up, get a stretch. Then exhale, fold forward, planting the hands, hopping or stepping it back into plank. And then lowering halfway down, try to hover. And come up for upward facing dog. Pushing up with the hands, looking up. And then pull it back, downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Take a big breath. Walk the dog a little more if you need to. All right, then we're going to go into our first workout flow now that we've warmed up a little bit. And for this one, what you're going to do is you're going to first bend the knees and hover the shins. And then you're going to pop the hips back up and hinge forward into plank, optional push-up, and then bring it back into a downward facing dog. So let's go. Start to bend the knees, hover the shins, pause briefly. Lift up the hips, hinge forward, plank pose, optional push-up, take it back up, downward facing dog. Again, bend the knees, hover the shins, take a moment. Then pop the hips back up, push forward, plank pose, optional push-up, take the hips up and back, down dog. Do that 2 more times. You can go at your own pace. Remember to breathe as you go. Don't lose your breath. Keep going. Try to get 1 more in, hovering the shins, maybe a little longer. Then pushing back, holding that plank. Maybe doing that push-up if you've been skipping. Then taking it back to down facing dog. We'll all meet in down dog. Keep breathing. All right, we're going to reset this with another flow. So start to bend the knees, look forward, hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale it up for a half lift. Exhale it down. Inhale, lift it up. Get that stretch, palms together and down to heart center. 1 big breath. Then inhale, lift the arms up. Move another seat into chair briefly again. Remembering to tuck the tailbone, keeping that chest lifted. Gaze kind of just falling forward. Keep breathing. And go ahead and lift it up, push ups forward. Lift the chest, little back bend. Exhale, fold, pause in the fold, knees bent. And next inhale is a half lift. Exhale it down. Inhale, lift it up, give it a big full body stretch. Exhale, take it back down. Plant the hands, hopper, step it back into your plank. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale it, upward facing. Exhale it back, downward facing. And pause, take a breath. Keep breathing, 1 more big breath. The next inhale, take your right leg up and back. You can bend that knee to open up the hip if you want to. And the next exhale, bring that knee in towards the right elbow, hover it, pause. Then inhale it back up, stretch it up. Then exhale, you're gonna cross it under the body, coming for the opposite elbow, hover. Inhale it back up. You're gonna do that 1 more time. Exhale, bring that knee in for the elbow on the right side. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, take it back up. Pause with the leg extended. And then we're going to bend that knee to open up the hip. And then option to flip the dog, bringing the leg back behind you, close to the other foot, and flipping the body around. If this is not familiar to you, or you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to do it. You can just stay in down dog. Keep breathing wherever you're at. Then if you're in the flip dog, flip it back the other way, coming back into a 3-legged dog. And then from here, we're going to come into triangle, or fallen triangle. You're going to bring this knee and cross it under the body and extend it out. And once you've got that foot on the ground from underneath you, you're going to take your left arm up, reach up, pause here, fallen triangle. Keep breathing. Then bring this hand down. You're going to bring this foot back up, 3-legged down dog. And then bring this foot all the way through, this time stepping into a little lunge. So if your foot doesn't quite make it, you can grab it and push it up between the hands. And once you've got it set, you're going to come up for a full crescent lunge, bring that body up. Take another big inhale. Exhale, breath. And we'll open up warrior two. My back heel pivots down, front knee stays bent, arms extended. Keep breathing. Yes, let that palm reversal where you get a little stretch, and then hinge forward, coming into side angle. My front arm drops down, back arm comes around and up. We'll just be here briefly. Take a breath. And inhale yourself back up. We'll come back into our crescent lunge. Heel coming back up off the mat, hips facing forward, and then hands come back down. Back foot comes to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, takes it down. Inhale, bring it up. Palms together, down to heart center. Take a big breath. And then we're going to play with chair balance. So inhale, take the right leg up. Pause here, knee raise. And you're going to cross the knee over your knee. I cannot talk today. It's the holidays, I swear. And start to bend down. Pausing here, and you can bring hands to heart center, leave them up, whatever you want to do. Just keep breathing in this squat. A couple more breaths. And go ahead and inhale it up back into that knee raise, kick it forward, and put it down, just getting a big stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath. Then inhale it up halfway. Exhale it back down. Inhale, get that big stretch. Reaching up tall, full body. Exhale, bring it back down. Plant the hands, hopper, step it back into your plank. Checking on the plank posture. Before chaturanga, halfway down, pause. Then push it up for your upward facing dog. Hips going up and back for downward facing. And take a breath. Big inhale, exhale, breath. All right, now we got the other side. Take one more big breath. And then you're going to inhale your left leg up and back for three-legged dog. You can bend that knee to open up the hip if you want to. And then exhale, bring that knee in. Hover it at the right elbow or the left elbow. And inhale, take it back up. Extend it up. Then exhale, come underneath. Coming in for the right elbow. Hover. Pause. Inhale, take it back up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, bring that knee in just a little bit quicker this time. Pausing at the left elbow, then inhaling it back up. Exhale, cross it under the body. Touch the elbow. Inhale, take it back up. And then the option to flip the dog or just return to downward dog. If you're flipping the dog, your left leg is coming around close to the right leg. The left arm is up, reaching back behind you. Keep breathing. And go ahead and flip that dog back over into a three-legged. And then everybody try to come into that fallen triangle, bringing the knee underneath the body and then extending the leg out. And once you have that foot planted, taking the right arm up this time. Keep breathing in fallen triangle. All right, start to come back into your three-legged dog. Extending that knee up. And then you're going to step it through for that low lunge, bringing the knee toward the nose and stepping the foot through. Working it up till you have it between the hands. Something I forgot to mention before coming into crescent lunge, make sure your stance is nice and wide. It'll help your balance and your strength. So once you have it wide, nice wide stance, go ahead and bring the body up. Take a couple breaths. Front knee is definitely bent, but you can also have a little bit of bend in the back knee. That can help. Keep breathing. One more breath. Then we'll open up warrior two. Back heel pivoting down, front knee bent, back knee straight, body all opened up to the side. Then flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, get a stretch. Bring it back through warrior two and into a side angle. Just briefly keep breathing. Then go ahead and lift it back up into your warrior two. And then we'll switch over into our crescent lunge again, coming up off the back heel, squaring the hips toward the front, big inhale. And then as you exhale, arms drop down, back leg steps up to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, takes it back down. Inhale, reach it up. Get a big stretch. Then exhale, forward fold. Pausing briefly. Take another breath. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale all the way up. And we'll set up for our chair balance on this side. Take a big stabilizing breath. And then when you're ready, come into that knee raise, taking the arms up and the left knee up with you. And then you'll cross that left ankle over the right knee and start to squat down. We'll hold this for a few breaths. Again, arms can be raised or down at heart center, wherever you want it. Keep breathing. Couple more breaths. And next inhale, bring that knee up. Get a stretch, putting that foot down. Then exhale, forward fold. Take a breath in your forward fold. And then inhale it up halfway. Exhale it back down. Inhale, raise it up. Palms together and down to heart center. And you're going to take your right foot, place it on one end of the mat, and your left leg extend it out, and so that you're in a big straddle squat. Just bending down, coming into goddess pose. Keep the tailbone tucked. You don't want to be pushing it out too far. Keep it tucked in. Knees are bent. Toes kind of pointed at the corners of the room to protect your knees. If you have them straight like this, it might feel a little awkward also on the back. So feet kind of at ankles. Big squat down, holding this for a few more breaths. If you want to, you can come up on one set of toes and then the other and balance that way. Little extra challenge. Keep breathing. Couple more breaths in this big squat. All right, if you're on your toes, go ahead and plant those down and then push yourself up. Push hips forward, lift the chest, get a little back bend. Then exhale, forward fold. We'll pause in this big straddle fold. My feet have changed now. They are parallel. Big breath. Then inhale it up halfway. Exhale it down. Inhale, get a big stretch. And then exhale, fold. You'll walk the hands to the front of the mat, step the back foot up to meet the front. Forward fold. Inhale it up halfway. Exhale it down. Inhale, reach it up. Get a big stretch, palms together, down to heart center. And then we're going to take this workout down to the mat. So start to sink down to your heels, finding toe stand. Try to stack the hips over heels, shoulders over hips. If you're not all the way down and you're kind of hovering, that's okay. That's actually more challenging. Just pause there for a second. Keep breathing. And then we're going to come down to the mat, straight into a boat. So in boat, now you want to protect your back. So if this is too hard, you can actually plant the hands and keep the legs extended, or plant the legs and reach back. This is more to protect the back. You just want to find that core activation. So wherever you are is totally fine. Keep breathing. And then if you have your arms lifted, you can take them up high, pretend you got a ball in your hands. And then take it over to one side, hover it, keep breathing. Then bring it back up, take it to the other side, keep breathing. Then bring it back up. You'll bring your hands down towards your knees, extend the arms out, and then bring them back in, and then you're going to lower the boat, hover it, don't let it go. Bring it back up. We do that 2 more times, hover the boat, keep going, keep breathing. Bring it back up. I think my cat wants to cuddle. 1 more time. Extend it out. Keep breathing. And then bring it back up. All right, last time. Extend it out. And this time we're going to lay all the way down. Stretch it out. Big full body stretch. And then start to bend the knees in towards the chest. Bonus points if you have an animal trying to participate with you. And take the feet straight up into the air for a waterfall. We're gonna lower one leg down and hover it. Just hover it over the mat. Keep breathing. Then bring that foot up. Take the other one down, hover it. Bring that back up. You're gonna take both legs down, hover them. Keep breathing. Then bring them back up. Bend the knees in towards the chest. You can come in to a happy baby. All right. We're starting to come down from our workout. Go ahead and plant the soles of your feet on the mat, keeping the knees bent. You want to be able to touch your ankles with the tips of your fingers. And we're going to set up for bridge. When you're ready, lift the hips, lift the chest. Keep breathing. If you want to go a little bit farther, you can grab the hands under your hips and squeeze the shoulder blades together, pushing the chest up a little bit higher. Holding for just a few more moments. And then go ahead and start lowering it back down. Resting the hips back down on the mat. We're going to do an inversion. And you can choose what kind of inversion you want to do. If you want to just do waterfall or happy baby or something on that. If you want to come into shoulder stand, I recommend first bracing your lower back as you bend the knees up and start to push up. Hold the hips with your hands as you push up through the feet, lifting up through the legs. Trying to point the legs straight up at the ceiling. Be careful with the neck. You do not want to turn your neck in this pose. Look straight up at your toes. Don't look anywhere else. Whatever inversion you're in, just keep breathing. If you did come into shoulder stand, start to lower the knees down gently. Then you'll roll them down to the mat. Whatever inversion you were in, start to lower it all the way completely down until you find your way down into a Shavasana. We'll just take about a minute in our Shavasana, just relaxing everything, letting us feel the reward for what we just did. It's a nice, quick little workout. You did good. Preparing yourself for a little extra pie this weekend. Start to shut down the eyes if you haven't already. Maybe take another deep breath. Letting it all go. And check in on the body, just for this moment, being completely relaxed. The forehead is relaxed, jaws unclenched, shoulders relaxing down into the mat. Letting the body be heavy for a second. Just relax here for a few more moments. All right, start to deepen the breaths, maybe bringing movements to fingers and toes until you're ready for a full body stretch, making sure everything's awake again, and we're ready to go. And start to bend the knees in towards the chest and roll over to one side. Take another breath once you get there, just letting yourself relax a moment longer. And start to push up into a seated position. We'll do a couple breaths together. Once you're there, take a big inhale and exhale. Do that one more time. Big inhale and release. On the next breath, you're going to take it super long and hold at the top. So big inhale and hold for 3, 2, 1. Then you can push it all out and hold at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, bring the arms up. Touch the palms together overhead. And I exhale it down to heart center. Thank you for showing up for yourself today to get a nice workout. Namaste. All right, thank you. I appreciate you showing up. I saw someone join right away, so I'm kind of impressed. If you're watching this later, just know that I will try to start doing these weekly. I'm not sure how soon it'll become a weekly thing, but I'm wanting to do a regular workout in the middle of the week. My Saturdays are meant for all levels, and by all levels, I mean I do more or less the same routine and with a lot of explanation as I go, trying to make sure people can follow along and learn, and for people who are more advanced to continue their practice. So those are Saturdays at 11:30. I will be here, Lord willing, this weekend right after Christmas. So I look forward to seeing y'all then, and until then, namaste.